Hi, I'm Scott, and welcome to What You See Is What You Get. Introductions are really important, and for characters, tough to get right. When introducing a character, you have to take into consideration the tone of the film, what's progressing in the story, who this character is, the relationship with the other characters already introduced, and what impact their introduction is going to have on the audience. Here, take a look at Darth Vader's introduction in A New Hope, but from the point of view of someone who's never seen Star Wars before. Now ask yourself, what effect did that have on you? What feeling and information did you take away from it? Now compare it with this clip from Terminator. Which had the greatest impact? Which told you more about the villain? What do you know now, having seen those introductions? Which one scared you? That's the difference between an effective character introduction and, in all honesty, a poor one. Darth Vader's introduction certainly creates a bit of intrigue, but because it's so early in the film and we're being introduced to a lot of different things, it can almost pass you by entirely. J.J. Abrams actually calls back to this in The Force Awakens with Kylo Ren's intro, which is very similar, almost to a fault. The main difference being that J.J. Abrams uses the direction of the scene to his advantage. In A New Hope, Vader walks onto the ship, has a look around, leaves, and then we cut to Princess Leia. In The Force Awakens, Kylo Ren storms off of his ship, goads, and violently interrogates a dude. You also have the reaction of other characters to kind of clue you into what kind of person this guy is. He has the immediate impact of a villain that Darth Vader just lacks. And this doesn't apply exclusively to bad guys. The heroes need to be introduced as well. Some films take a direct approach, running at 100 miles an hour, giving you all their backstory in one fell swoop. Some are really effective and entertaining.
100 years ago, all was right with our world. Water, earth lived amongst each other in harmony. The Avatar was the only person born amongst. Aang flew us to his home in a storm on Appa, and got formed, and he couldn't remember anything after that.
And some are not equally as effective or entertaining. Some films go in the opposite direction, telling you almost nothing. The Godfather is a masterclass in how to introduce a character. For the first 2 minutes of the film, you don't even see the character being introduced. Until... By the time we finally see Don Corleone's face, we know enough about him to be intimidated by him, which is at the core of his character. As we cut to the wide shot, we get a glimpse of his world, something resembling a mafia throne room. All the characters in the room are facing him, visually suggesting that he's the most powerful person in the room. In almost 4 minutes, he only says 4 words.
That I cannot do.
And yet, we understand that he is a powerful person, both feared and respected by those in his community. We don't yet know that he's a gangster, but we know enough to know how to feel about him, thanks to the atmosphere created by the dialogue, shot choice, setting, and lighting. As well as introducing characters that we don't see, how about introducing characters that aren't even in the scene? Now, Back to the Future opens with this fantastic long shot of Doc Brown's lab as Marty inspects it. And this scene is brilliant because it's actually introducing 2 characters at the same time, without the audience really knowing it. Obviously we're meeting Marty for the first time, but all the while the film is feeding you information about Doc Brown. We don't actually meet Doc until later in the film, but we already have a background on him and his relationship with Marty. This lets his first scene move at a much quicker pace with lots of exciting developments, and thanks to that context, it's not too much to take in. And in scarier news, Alien. Alien is unlike anything we've seen so far because it introduces a character over multiple scenes, not fully introducing them until halfway into the film. By now we and the unfortunate crew of the Nostromo are fully introduced to the alien and what it can do. What makes its introduction effective is how the film delivers us information with each brief encounter. We learn enough to know that it's truly alien, and enough to be fucking terrified, setting up the horror of the film quite nicely. Anyways, we've looked at a lot of classic films today, but one of the reasons these films are so classic is that they have these amazing characters who are introduced well. Character introductions are important, and when given the time and effort they deserve, can be incredibly powerful.
They shouldn't be lazy, rushed, or present a cardboard cutout character with zero nuance.
Isn't that right, Highlander Harry?
Aye. Always remember, character introduction is just another tool in the filmmaker's kit. It can be used to create a feeling and convey the message of your film. Slanger.
You said it, Highlander Harry.
Fucking whiskey.
You said it.
Scotland!